Hi guys, so I'm gonna discuss to you about something I've really wanted to discuss to you. So, what is that, you may be asking? Well, that is school book fairs. Like, do you even know what book fairs are? They're just insane. Like, oh my gosh. School book fairs is basically a Barnes and Noble in your school. Like, what? Like, where did he even get these books from? No, there's a library, but the school library can't sell their books like that. Well, and they get all these books from just one library, then that library's not gonna have any books. So where did they get those books from? That's the question that I've been thinking of for so long. But now let's get to the real discussion about school book fairs. So, I just get really mad in school book fairs when I don't have any money. Cause then over there you see a kid going like, oh, you know what? I have like $100. Which book should I buy? And then, oh, don't get me started on the credit card kid. So there's that one kid in one of the times in the book fairs who bring their mom's credit card for it. And you know what they did? They bought like 12 books. Like, what are you supposed to do with 12 books? And it was a credit card. I mean, like, you don't even know how much money is in there because it's not theirs. It's their mom's. Like, what are they gonna do? Like, what if you just accidentally spent all the money on that credit card? And plus, you don't even know how much the books cost. I mean, you know, there's a sticker on it that says how much the books cost. But none of the kids pay attention to that. They just look at the book and like, yeah, this looks good, I'm gonna get it. And then just look at the money and like, yep, this is probably gonna be enough. And they let the people at the cashier decide if that's enough money. Even though they're not checking the prices on the books. That would make it 10 times easier. So then you don't have to go back and just select other books. After going to the cashier and the cashier saying, it looks like you don't have enough money to get these books. Why don't you select some different books? And I don't think they know that you can get change in the book fairs. So, yeah. That's like really, really insane. But if you were one of the kids who didn't bring any money to the book fair and your whole class was going, even your whole grade probably, then that's something that you should be completely worried about. Because you know how many people bring money to the book fairs? They're just like going crazy for the book fairs. Like one time I was at school and there was a book fair, right? So in that book fair, so like almost everybody in my class bring money. And I was like, come on, you can't. That's impossible. And like I asked one of my friends that like never bring money to the book fair, who still bring money to the book fair that time. I asked him, how did you get money for the book fair? You barely even get money. This is the only time you got money. And I was the only one who didn't get any money for the book fair. And I saw the whole entire grade bring money except me. Like, I was devastated. Like, I couldn't get any books. And then, like, they had, like, the table, and it had some papers on it. And it was, like, a list of papers. No, not a list. It was a paper, and then there were, like, lines on it, and said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you know what it was? It was a book wish list, just in case you didn't bring any money. Well, those book wish lists were untouched. Because I was looking at those wish lists and I was like, dude, okay, I have a wish list. And book fair is only for one day. And they're saying that wish list is for like 2 days. Because most book fairs last like 2 days, right? Well, no. Okay, all of the other grades' book fairs lasted 2 days, but our classes lasted only 1. And I was like, no. That's impossible. So nobody grabbed those lists, not even me, because I was like, what am I going to do with this wish list, huh? Write down the books that I see like that? No, I'm not doing that. That's childish. And I'm not a child. Like, what do you think? So now the only thing that I could do, that wasn't good. The only thing I could do was looking at my friends selecting books and buying them. And that was devastating me. Because I was like, come on, you get to get books and I don't? Like, come on, you need books right now. And, okay, most of the kids bring like $20 to get like 2-3 books, right? 2 kids. Okay, only 2 kids, which is good. They bring like $50. Well, no, one of them bring $50. The other one, he bring $100. Yeah, I'm not lying. He bring $100. And I was like, what are you gonna do with $100? Buy the whole book fair? Like, come on. You can't do that stuff. It's illegal. I don't know. But, oh my gosh. So, yeah. Now, there was the book fair after that year. There was, the book fair. So that book fair was already complete now. Now it's time for the next year's book fair. That was 10 times worse than the other book fair. Because, next year's book fair was like, okay, so I bring money. And like 15 other kids in the grade bring money. Nobody else did. Because they said, oh, I already got enough books from last year's book fair. And I was like, come on, it's more fun when everyone bring money. I was completely devastated. That's why I hate book fairs so much. They're just And don't get me started on the kids who want to make jokes so bad. Okay, so pretend this PS5 game is like a little children's book, and this Nintendo 3DS XL is a novel. Okay, so they have novels, okay, which are for my grade, and they have children's books for the kindergartners and first graders so they can play happily. Well, our grade was like, the kindergartners and first graders don't even know how to read. And you know what they did? They took these and read them like, oh, the sheep says baa. The cow says moo. I was like, can you get books that you're actually gonna read? Like, this is just a waste of money. And the kindergartners and the first graders would be even happier if they got this. But no, you're taking the books that you're not gonna read and you're gonna put it on display and it's gonna be like really, really funny. That's a waste of money and just really sad. You could just be having this awesome novel. Come on, there's so many pages for you to read. And then you could just read it like this, happily, and you could actually read this for longer than you think. And you're gonna be finished with this book in like 10 seconds, okay? These two are completely different. Besides that, they're books, okay? So that's why I don't like book fairs and the people who want to get these books. Like, I feel bad for the kindergartners and first graders when the people get these books. So I look at them. I was like, I'm looking at them like that. And look, they're just literally getting that book off the shelf. So for the grades higher, they have the top shelf of the bookshelf, or like a really high portion of the bookshelf is for them. And the really low portion of the bookshelf is for the kindergartners and first graders. And this middle portion is for like second grade and third grade, I don't know. So they just, okay, so pretend like over here is the bottom row. They were just like this. Yeah, I'm getting this. And they went to the cashier like, give me this book. And I saw one kid, this was the only book that one kid got. I was like, dude, do you have any common sense in your brain? And the cashier was like, oh, you look a little too young to be reading this. And I saw the whole situation. And I was like, yeah, you're actually right. He is a little bit too young to read that. I think he's meant to be in kindergarten if he wants to read that. But I said, if you want to read that, I think you should be in kindergarten. And everybody disagreed. They're like, let him have the books that he wants. Okay, so let me tell you about the book fair in third grade. So I was in third grade, and I was looking at the middle shelf. I saw a novel, and I proceeded to read it. Because I bring money, of course I did. I proceeded to read it. I was reading it like that, right? But I was gonna put it back. And one friend came up to me, and my friend was like, bro, why are you reading a novel? You know, you should get some graphic novels, man. They're like really good. And I was like, let me read the books that I want. And my friend, no, I don't think he's my friend. I thought he's my classmate. So he bring all of my other friends and classmates over. I said, oh my gosh, he's reading a novel. He's such an old guy. I was like, I'm not an old guy. Come on, I'm being reasonable. I'm reading a novel. I got to get the brains. And I just saw him. He was like, yo, I'm going to read this book right here. Everyone agreed. And I was like, B, you should be in kindergarten if you have to read that book, just like last time. And he said, come on, let me read the books that I want. Everyone agreed to them. And I was more devastated than I ever was. So you know what I did? Yup, you already know what I did. He had his phone on him in third grade. So you know what I did? Thanks for your phone. And I got his phone. And he was devastated that I got his phone. Okay? And I was devastated too. But I wasn't really devastated when I got his phone. So I was like, I get your phone, I get your phone, I get your phone. And he was like, and I was like, yeah, you're too young to even have phones in third grade. Come on. Like, I don't know. Third grade, yeah. Like, I don't even have a phone yet. So what's the point of you having one? It's like come on, just give me my phone back. That was like $5 million. I've never seen a phone that's $5 million. No. Because there aren't any phones that are $5 million. Like, not that I know of. But I know there's not going to be any phones that are going to be like $5 million. So, yeah. And I eventually gave him his phone back. But since he was part of the cool kids group, he did not tell on me because he did not want to be a skibbity yacht. Well, that's all that I have to explain to you. That's our discussion. Do you like school book fairs or not? Are you one of the kids who bring these baby books even though you're in like 5th grade or not? Are you one of the people being credit cards to book fairs or not? Are you the reasonable people in 5th grade who read novels or not? And are you one of the weird people who bring full-on iPhones to school or not? I'm not saying that those people who bring these books and bring iPhones and bring credit cards, I'm not saying that they're like absolutely like no-brained. It just doesn't make sense to me, okay? Why would you bring a phone to school? Like, you're not even gonna have any internet, man. So, that's all for today. Thank you. And I'm